Hey guys, Mr. 3D Hero here. In today's video, we will be looking at the recent cloak nerf and what I think about it now compared to when it was first released, when Titanfall 2 got recently released. So sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of the video. So, the cloak you see now isn't the cloak you played with a few months ago. Because of the recent nerf now, it's turned back to a version that's less annoying, but still generally useful, depending on situations and skirmishes. So cloak before allowed you to stay cloaked even when you fired a weapon, making it a clutch class. Well, personally to me I find it a clutch class because the majority of players would just use just the cloak class with whatever weapon that they felt they could do competitively good in and stay constantly cloaked. And then they'll add in some Titan perks or kits that'll make them even more constantly cloaked, and it caused problems and feedback and people got annoyed with it. Because of this weird game design, the Titanfall community was split into arguing over whether it was broken or not. And personally it was. Like I said before, with the right setup and pilot kit, you could constantly have your cloak active and making the game even more one-sided for those up against you. Think about it. You go into Exoplanet. You're on a full team, and you're against the other team, and this whole team is all playing cloak, and they're all using whatever weapon they feel comfortable in. They're all camping or staying in one location, and you can't find them. And even with the Sonar blade, it doesn't always help, because some players have mentioned that even when using Sonar blade, they still can't generally see the player. I don't know how that logically works, but so just imagine that. It'll be quite infuriating when you think about it. I didn't have really much of an issue with cloak class or players using cloak. If they want to use it as a clutch or use it because they liked it, by all means go ahead. I never really found it that annoying. I only started personally using cloak after the nerf. Before, I never used it. I mainly use either stim or sonar class, but who knows. Now, cue to a recent patch that was introduced for Angel City DLC. One of the patch notes mentioned that the cloak class was being nerfed. Surprise, surprise. Now every time you cloak and fire your weapon, now your cloak will deactivate rather than stay on. And this was amazing actually, because when you think about it, this is how it was before in Titanfall 1. Now Titanfall 1 I pay a lot of attention to through gameplay, walkthroughs and all that online, watching YouTube. But when it came to personally playing it, I never really had a chance to play it because it was only released on Xbox. I'm more of a PlayStation person, so I never really got back to see how bad it was. There were other problems in Titanfall 1 compared to cloak, but the cloak class then made it so that every time you fired your weapon, your cloak would deactivate, and it wouldn't reactivate like most games would do. It would stay deactivated until the energy boost for it was completely gone, and then once you start killing or getting points and such, it will start refilling again. Now that's how it's being transferred back here to Titanfall 2, where you cannot constantly have cloak and fire and expect to have your cloak active all the time. Now, if you fire your weapon when you're cloaked, you pretty much used up that ability. And now the majority of people were happy about it. That they're happy that this class is now set back to this. And some other players complained, saying that, you know, this is unfair, this shouldn't be nerfed. But because when you think about it, if the weapon had a silence on it and you had your cloak active, then yeah, I could understand it staying active. But from reports about how people got annoyed with how the silencer worked in Titanfall 1, I don't see silencers coming into Titanfall 2 for primaries anytime soon. For secondaries, is there. For primaries, no. But yeah, generally now, it just feels like a normal class that, you know, shouldn't really be that much of an issue. But for some people, they find it that much of an issue. So my thoughts on it, generally, is that the cloak class now, when I use it, feels just as powerful as any other classes available. The thing is with the cloak class is that it's situational at best when using it. If you're going to be using it, you want to be using it either to run away from people when they don't see you, hide if a Titan was chasing you or was nearby, or easier to get the drop on people. That's how I use the cloak class, and that's kind of how it's generally meant to be. You're meant to be using it for sneaking, not for always constantly staying invisible to the person's naked eye. And plus, it's not really broken now, because even if it was like this now, like before the nerf, there were ways of getting around it. Like, I made a video, I say about a few weeks ago, showing how to counter the cloak class, and it's quite easy how to counter it. Just get Sonar class, get power cell, and right there you're sorted. Maybe add thermal scope to your weapon, and there you constantly know where the person is, cloaked or not. But people complained, people wanted it reverted back, and I can understand why people complain, because yes, it was an issue, and yes, people did rely on that class and that specific perk way too much. And like I said, now it's not that much a problem. Yes, I will see a few people in the cloak class who run around shooting people still, but it isn't as bad as a lot of people will mention it to be. Now, I think it's perfectly balanced. And if anyone says that, you know, they want it back to how it was before this recent nerf, then they must be one of those people that look at the weapon like devotion was like one thing. Yeah, this weapon's completely balanced against Titans. When really a heavy machine gun that is that powerful on the zone really shouldn't be that powerful. But yeah, generally that's my thoughts on the recent nerf cloak. So generally, now it's up to you. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like for more. If you didn't like the video, leave a dislike for more. And for that, I hope to see you again soon, and thank you for watching.